My name is Afra Eisma. I live and work in the Netherlands. I mostly work with textile and ceramics, and I make kind of like immersive installations where also often people are invited to lay down, rest or cuddle. And the works are mostly very bright and colorful. Within my work, I discuss a lot of quite heavy topics that are not always clear, and there are hidden messages in every work, which I like to keep it like that, because they don't have to be always so heavy, because it's also a way to just let it all out. There are places where you can come together, lay down, rest, but there are also places where you can read and go a bit more in depth. I think the exhibition is playful and it's very inviting for kids to like walk around and see and look, but also for any generation, really. Every room has kind of a different emotion attached to it. I find it also very important to talk about emotions, because in my work I also talk a lot about anger, and I see anger as a really beautiful emotion, which is like often viewed as something very negative. And actually the garments that are hanging here behind me are also dealing with anger, but anger in a way that it can channel kind of this energy to achieve change. In the room with the arms, you see this heart-shaped javelin. And the javelins are for me very important, because I kind of see them as javelins that we carry in our quiver when we go around and walk. But they're also fragile because they're made of ceramics. And for me that's also a metaphor of when we want to achieve change, we only have a limited amount of energy that we can spend. People are also invited to lay down and rest on the tapestry in the atrium. So I especially made this big tapestry for this space, and also the tall vessel that's on the wall. I've been working more often with kids, also giving workshops and like making work together. And I think the nicest thing is that when kids can see an artist, they understand that it's not just like an imaginary thing. Because when I was growing up, I knew I kind of wanted to be an artist, but I never had the feeling that it's a real person. Because when we go to museums, they always, like, an artist almost becomes to be standing on a pedestal, and it's so far away from like reality, because we are all just humans. So I really like also with kids to be involved in the exhibition and to play with them, to show that, hey, if you want, you can also be an artist too, you know?